Yes, my people, and we're there in the music, and we get to the section in here, you know, the virtual guest them, and we got one artist from Jamaica who are very, very interested in sending music all over the whole archipelago and over the whole Colombia for them get to know him and get to know her potential in the music and support. So we got Twiggi right here in the music. Twiggi, welcome to the music.
Hey, Colombia, it's good to be here with you guys.
Okay, Twiggi, but not only Colombia, this is San Andres, Ferdinand, and Catalina Islands. We're very linked to the Jamaican background and the Jamaican culture, even though near to the language. So just feel yourself welcome as another sister, another Caribbean island, okay?
Well, trust me, I feel like I'm in Jamaica talking to my people right now.
Well, you really feel at home. Okay, so let's talk about Twiggi, the project. We have seen on your biography that you work with a lot of Jamaican artists, very known ones, just to name some like Burris Hammond, Buju Banton, Lady Sa, Marsha Griffiths, Luciano, a lot of them. Just tell us a little bit about your music project.
Well, I started out in the 90s, and I quickly became a part of the Penthouse crew, which consisted of Buju Banton, Wade Wonder, Marsha Griffiths, Burris Hammond, Terry Gantry, the whole works. So I've always been working with that crew because they were like my stable mates. That's what we call them in Jamaica. So, you know, I recorded with the likes of Buju. I have collaborations with Buju. One of them very, very popular all over the world is called Wanted with Buju. I've collaborated with Wayne Wonder, I just say Marsha Griffiths. I've toured with Burris Hammond briefly. I have toured with Toots and the Maytals. I have toured with everybody, all the who's who in the business. Lady Saw, I worked with her in the studio. A lot of them I've worked with in the Sizzler, Garnet Silk, everybody. I worked with some in the studio, and I worked with some on tour, and they're all my associates.
Okay, that's nice. So we can tell us a little bit about in which moment of your life you start to make music, or you say, well, in this type of my life, I say I will make music for my whole life.
You know, well, I started making music at an early age because I started out in 1989. So I have done many, many great projects. So there's not any one project in particular that I think I can say that's when that's the biggest project for me. But I've done projects worldwide. I've done projects in Japan with Sony Japan and Takian Records. I have done projects in Europe. I've done projects in Canada, in Jamaica, and in, you know, everywhere else. So for me, making the period of my life that, you know, I feel that, you know, I have made the most music and stuff is when I was with Penthouse. Penthouse is where my music really started, like shooting off. My career just shoot off, you know. So yeah, at that time was when I think it was, you know, the best part for me.
Excellent. Twiggi, we know that Jamaica have been through an evolution of music from back in the 90s when you began doing music until now. The reggae have been through an evolution. Can you tell us more or less how you live this evolution of music to be so actual and so appropriate to the type of reggae they're doing now in the market?
I'm a lover, not a fighter, so hey, it's all about love for me. Yes, I agree with you that the music has evolved, and it is at a different level from what we know from the 90s. The younger generation is on a different level. But what I do, I just keep on being me, because I have made a niche for myself in the industry already. And I have my fan base that loves me for me. What I do is, though, I am like a chameleon, you know, that lizard that can change with the different colors, their surroundings. So if the younger generation's coming hardcore, I can come hardcore too.
Take that
course,
on.
If the younger generation,
Nice. That's it. That's the way.
because even my newest project is gonna be my hardcore side again, and I know a lot of people are gonna be surprised because I haven't done hardcore in years. I've been like doing my softer type of reggae and softer type of lovers rock for many years now. I know hardcore, but Twiggi has a hardcore side to her too because I'm also not only a reggae artist, but I'm a dancehall artist too. So what I do is I go with the flow. So if they're using a certain kind of music that everybody seems to can't relate to, what Twiggi will do is Twiggi will go on that same kind of rhythm and bring old school dancehall to it and show them how it's done. So that's how I keep myself current in the scene, and I just continue to be me.
Okay,
Definitely.
that's nice. That's essential in an artist, like to move on, not only with the industry, because sometimes you cannot make music industry observe your life or get too much into the business because then you stop do the good stuff or the organic stuff. But it's good to keep actual, to keep looking at the market, how people maybe approaching and getting in touch with the market. And I know that you're very with Lila Ike, Cafe Savannah, Protege, and all Chronics and all these new wave artists, because it's like a kind of a stop in the dancehall reggae music, a revival type music. So I wanted to know if maybe you're into that mood or that vibes as well, like maybe to produce and make background vocals for them.
Well, if they would let me, I would produce stuff for them. But I love their kind of music. The Protege group of girls.
Yeah.
They're coming with some real clean cut music, and you know they're really singing. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you good.
Okay, they're really singing. So for me, I love their vibes. I love their energy and stuff. And you know, I hope they keep on doing what they're doing and only get better at it.
Okay. At this moment, we'd like to introduce another artist we have here in the set. This is the Black Lion, Mr. Steve. Mr. Steve, Twiggi, Mr. Steve.
Hi Twiggi, wagwan.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Twiggi, which part of Jamaica you born?
A Kingston in a right under the clock.
You don't know.
You are asking when you're the street
Twiggi, nice to meet you. I'm an artist from the island, and I would like to know which one is the first song you record? What's the name of the first song you record?
Hello, Twiggi, you hearing us?
You just broke up. So can you repeat that question?
What's the name of the first song you record?
Okay. Before I actually became what would you call it now? A brand name in the industry, I recorded a song called Half the World Away. It's an adapted song. I did it with a keyboard player. So that was my first song. But if you're asking about my first popular song,
Okay.
then I would say my first popular song is a song called Where Did the Love Go? On the Penthouse label.
You remember? You can sing Peace for me?
Of course. It goes, always ready, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's actually on the Far East rhythm, and it's called Where Did the Love Go? Yesterday when you said you loved me, you said you would love me to the end. Yesterday when you said you needed me, you said you needed me to be your friend. But today, you're treating me bad. Today, you're making me sad. Today, treating me bad. Today, You're making me sad. Where did the love go? And that's on the rhythm that goes.
Your body, no?
Yeah.
Number one. Twiggi, thank you a lot. When we're hearing about your artistical name, Twiggi, it sounds like something with a nice vibe, a nice energy, something that has swing. What is the meaning of Twiggi?
Well, really and truly, when I got that name from some guys in high school, a popular high school, and they called me Tweety at first because they said I sounded like a bird. But in calling me like every day and stuff, it started sounding like Twiggy to me. So I told them to call me Twiggy instead because it rolls off the tongue better than Tweety. But in all reality, that name Twiggy lives on me because Twiggy is like a twig from a tree, right?
Okay.
And no matter what I do, I cannot get fat for nothing.
Wow.
Excellent. Wow. Very, very nice, very nice. You told me a while ago that you do dancehall music as well. Which one was the last dancehall music you take out in the market?
Okay. The one with Buju and myself called Want It, and there's also one on the Champion rhythm. You know, Buju has a song on that rhythm called Walk Like a Champion.
Walk like a champion, move like a champion. What up with somebody, girl? How are you get it from?
Right, well, that same rhythm, I have one called It's Too Late. That says, I never knew that you were in love with me. You never thought or even showed me how you feel. Now I'm in love with someone else and you are blue. Next time you're falling for a girl, give her a clue. Baby, it's too late. Someone else is in your place. I wanted you to love me, but you made me wait. Baby, it's too late. Someone else is in your place. I know you love me now, boy, but it's an act of faith.
Wow.
So, thank you. Yeah, so
I like concert in hearing the music. Wow.
Yeah, that one is one of the last ones I recorded, and that one became very big in Africa and many other places worldwide.
Okay, talking about other countries and other places and your music project, what was the last release that you had, definitely, and maybe reviews that you get from other public in other countries? You were mentioning, Japan and Europe as a market that you have been present into. So let us know.
The last project that I did that is like major in Japan and Africa and everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a hard question because all my projects are popular in different places, and some of them are, you know, like popular in like only Japan, and some of them are popular like in Africa and India and stuff. So that's a hard question, but I would think that the project that so far has made the biggest impact across the board is a song called I Want Your Love, which I also have a version of that with Buju Banton called Want It. Okay. I think that one right across the board made a really big impact.
We see that you got a close relationship with Buju because you mentioned Buju like 3 or 4 times now across this interview. Tell us about that maybe personal experience with him as a friend and working as musicians together.
Well, yes, I worked a lot with Buju, and as I said before, I was a part of the whole Penthouse crew. So, and as I say, Buju was one of the leading acts with Penthouse. So I had to work with Buju morning, noon, and night, and Buju, I also toured with him. Apart from singing, doing collaborations with him in the studio, I also arranged a lot of his background vocals for his songs and for his albums in studio. So I have done a lot of work with him, differently from collaborations with me and him. That work, plus we have toured a lot, and he was like my pesky little brother. Okay. So we have a great relationship overall.
Oh, wow.
That's nice, Twiggi. For sure, it's a pleasure to have you here in the music. A woman with a lot of experience from one island to another island, from Jamaica to San Andres, Providence, and Catalina. And we want you to send a message to all the people that seeing us at this hour and got that dream to be a musician like who you are.
Can you repeat that?
Can you send a message to the people that watching us at this hour that have that dream to be a musician?
Oh, okay. From my heart to yours, to all the people out there who want to follow a career in music and stuff. What I would say to you is, do not rush the process. Just pray, hone your craft. Make sure you get your craft together before, so when the gate is open and the opportunities come, you are ready. Musically, mentally, spiritually, in every way possible. Because the industry is not a game and it's not a hobby. It is something that you have to be focused and you have to know what you're doing in order to get by. So do not rush. Take your time, get your stuff together, perfect your craft, and just go out there ready for the world and just become the superstar who you are.
Very nice, very nice. Well,
wonderful.
Twiggi, we know that for an artist, it's very important that his music go overseas and travel all over. We know you had a lot of interest in getting in the Latin market, so forth, and make people listen to your music. I just want to tell you that you just have opened a big door, at least from San Andres to Colombia and to the entire Latin America. And we want to thank you very much for giving us this interview, because it was very important and very, very entertaining.
But you know what, too? I thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate you having me on your show. And I must say, I'm so happy that I can introduce you, also the Music TV, to my audience and to all the other people in Jamaica that probably are watching now from me putting it out there. So thank you, and I would love to come and be live on your show one day, not on Zoom anymore.
Yeah,
and also to come and perform for you guys live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have festivals just waiting to get activated one more time again to see great artists as you in a future touching our island's ground. Well, Twiggi, you mentioned that you have the music to recommend to Jamaican people. This is a cultural content regional channel. It's called Pele Islas, and we make part of the Caribbean Broadcasting Union with a lot of different channels in the Caribbean, like Belize, Jamaica, Trinidad, all over, so we can exchange contents. We have Nancy stories. We have so many things in common that people can get entertained with us as well. So you don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
You don't know.
The Music TV to the world.
Yes, sir. Twiggi, thanks one more time again, and we will leave the people with a back-to-back from you to enjoy your music. Bye-bye.